Hi everyone, today's learning intention is to solve problems involving simple interest. Simple interest is the fee, or interest is the fee charge for use of somebody else's money. It's normally a percentage of the amount borrowed. Lenders or investors receive interest from banks for lending them money. Borrowers pay interest to banks and other financial institutions. Simple interest uses this formula, I equals PRN, which is basically just finding a percentage of the amount borrowed times the number of years or months that it takes to pay back. Simple interest, the rule. Sometimes you'll see it called a flat rate. So this formula, I is the interest, the amount of interest to be paid. P is the principal amount, the amount that's borrowed. R is the interest rate, which is normally given to us as a percentage. And N is the number of times that the interest is paid. And it's quite often the number of years. You will see this abbreviation, PA, a lot. It means per annum, which means per year, each year. So if we're given an interest rate of 5% per annum for 4 years, R is 5%, 5 over 100 or 0.05, and N equals 4. In example 16, you can see that Zach borrows $3,000, 2 years, with 9% per annum, simple interest. So simple interest is a key word here, and we're looking for per annum as well. First of all, how much interest is charged? So once again, we use this formula. P is the principal, the purple number. R is the number of terms, number of times. In this case, it's 2 years. And N is 9%. So we put those into the formula. And you can see we're basically finding 9% of 3,000 and times it by 2 for 2 years. So you can see the pink matching up with the pink, blue matching up with the blue, and green matching up with the green here. 9%, remember, is 9 over 100. So that's a percentage. Part B says, what is the total amount that must be repaid? So the $3,000 needs to be paid plus the interest. So you'll see this rule quite a lot as well. Principal plus interest. So the amount borrowed and the amount of interest, giving us this total. In example 17, Anthony invested $1,000, simple interest, 4% per annum. For how long must he invest in order to earn him $100 in interest? This time around, we need to work backwards. We actually are told what the interest is. So $100 is interest. So you can see here the interest is $100. Then we put in the other things that we know. So we know the principal, that's 1,000. We know the interest rate, that's 4.6%, or 4.6 over 100. And N is what we're actually trying to find. For how long? So we have a working backwards problem. We can start with 100 and divide by 1,000 and divide by 4.6 over 100. Start with 100, work backwards, so instead of timesing, we divide. Instead of timesing, we divide. So n equals 2.17 years. And it's good practice to finish with a sentence answer. An example